Hello everyone, myself Sakshi Saxena here. I'm back again with class 3 English Literature lesson 1 going to the fair. This is part 2 of my video. In part 1 I have explained half of the chapter. Now I will be continuing. I hope you remember that Mr. Arable, he gave some money, pocket money to both of his children, and he advised them few things. Let's read ahead. Now run along, he said that go and enjoy yourself, and remember, then he advised them few things. The money has to last all day. That means don't finish your money too quickly. Use it wisely. Don't spend it all in a first few minutes. Don't spend it too quickly on unnecessary things. Be back here at the truck at noon time. And then he says that please be back here before noon time so that we all can have lunch together. And don't eat a lot of stuff that's going to make you sick to your stomach, and don't eat too much of outside stuff, junk food that may upset your stomach or make you fall sick. And if you go in those swings, said Mrs. Arable. Now mother was also there. She added, then if you are going to catch up with those swings, you hang on tightly. Please hold the swings properly. Okay, don't be too careless. You hang on very tight. Hear me. Mother added that please hear me carefully. Don't ignore my advice. Hang on the swings tightly so that you don't get hurt or you may not fall off from them. Don't get dirty. Mother added, don't dirty your clothes. Don't dirty your face as well. Don't get overheated, said their mother. Mother added, don't get overheated. Now overheated means too hot. It was summertime, dust was blowing. Okay, so she added, don't get overheated. Don't run here and there so that your body temperature changes. Watch out for pickpockets, warned their father. Father also said something. He says that watch out for pickpockets. Now who are pickpockets? Pickpockets are the people who steal money from others' pockets. Okay, when you go to a market or a fair or any public place, you may always see people who are ready to steal your money. Those kind of people are called pickpockets. Father also advised this. So here mother also advised both the children few things, and father also advised. Why they were doing so? Because they have set their children free for the first time. They are exposing their children to the world first time. That's why they were little bit worried. Okay, the children grabbed each other by the hand. They held each other hands and danced off in the direction of the merry-go-round. Merry-go-round was a swing over there, and they went over there. Danced off means they were so excited they moved towards that direction, toward the wonderful music. You know, in the fair music was being played on, so they moved on towards that direction, and the wonderful adventure and the wonderful excitement, and they wanted to experience and explore the fair. Mrs. Arable stood quietly. She was quiet. She was little bit worried about her kids and watched them go, and she watched them going quietly. Then she sighed, means suddenly she saw that now in front of her eyes the children have gone far away. Then she blew her nose. She took the sigh of little bit relaxed. She was worried also, and she was into her work also. She wanted to be with her children, but she wanted to set them free also. Now she asked one question to her husband. Do you really think it's all right? She asked her husband, is it right to send our children all alone in the fair? Means anything can happen with them. They are too small. Well, they have got to grow up sometime, said Mr. Arable. Mr. Arable says that one day we have to set them free. We have to make them face the world, and why not start from here? One day they have to grow up. They have to face the world all by themselves. We are not going to stay with them forever. And the fair is a good place to start, I guess. Mr. Arable says that I guess this is the best place to start with this, to make them free and make them face the world all by themselves. But inside both the parents, they were little bit worried about their kids, that something negative or something bad should not happen with them. And I guess that's how our parents are. they always worry about us. So here I end my chapter, which is written by E.B. White. He was an American writer and he has written many famous children stories. Okay, so I request all the children to go through part 1 and 2 as well and read the story properly, and in my next part I will be doing with the exercise. Thank you.